wife, man. She's like, you are man.
Come here, give me a kiss. Come here. Come here. Hey. Hey, who put this thing together? Me! That's who! Who do I trust? Me!
Ride the wave. I was told to step it up, so I did it. They said they was looking for a fire, so I lit it. I spit lava, but some won't admit it, so I lay way deep in the dark, just like critics. I saw all the fakeness before it came. I never try to do things to get a name. I will still slap the face of a lame. I am a zookeeper, tall lines I will tame. I stay out of the way, cause I practice. I contact from instincts, some lack. I'm the OG who know the code of the streets. I'm not from Fort Knox, but I'm still complete, get it? I lace the beam with Superman eyes. I have done blood, I should've had mob ties. I stay laid back and remain humble. I watch closely while these dumb cats crumble. I am a warrior, I can't be defeated. I keep doing music cause these real ones need it. I am the culture, and I will defend this hip-hop nation. I will rep it to the end cause I reign supreme, I stand tall. I handle business, I support all that back. I am the leader of the pack. Hip-hop till I die, that's why I come back. I reign supreme, I stand tall. I handle business, I support all that back. I am the leader of the pack. Hip-hop till I die, that's why I come back.
I am Prince Vicky, a descendant of Mansa Musa. I am rap royalty, something I can get used to. I am a humble human being, but don't confuse the vibe. I'm about at midnight like Tribe. I will not deceive. I Mac mics like I am Steve. My job is fly, cause I believe in osmosis. I spit rhymes and doses. My grammar will show you no mercy and cause a riff. Just like I was Cyrus. I am a warrior who will kill. You can tell I'm real when you look into my iris. I walk the straight and narrow. I rock shows just like Camaro. I have helped you build the scene. I make mics sparkle like Irene. But I don't care about what you think. You hear what I said, please let it sink all through your mind, and you will see I'm before time. Champagne on me. Get it? No. Cause I went over your dome. I am the mirror in the hand of Jerome. It's all related. I dedicate it to Morris. I am of the sorrow. I wanna hear the chorus.
Reign supreme, I stand tall. I handle business, I support all that back. I am the leader of the pack. Hip hop till I die, that's why I come back. I reign supreme, I stand tall. I handle business, I support all that back. I am the leader of the pack. Hip hop till I die, that's why I come back. Yeah.
Thank you, Kat. Shout out to my guy Jeezy over there. You saw him in the video a few minutes ago back there sitting in the barber chair. He's here in the studio with us. We got a special guest here with us. This hip hop EA. You don't know too much about this. Sit back and just take the education.
I know more than you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We got Jay Nonstop here in the studio, and I'm a fan of his rap. He's a good friend of Tobosh's. Now I saw the in studio performance, which got me hooked on him and his rapping. But you had an album come out recently. Tell us. Well, first off, tell us about Jay Nonstop. How you got to be Jay Nonstop? What was the theory and the thinking behind Jay Nonstop?
Well, I used to, because they know I don't have no problem talking about my history. Unfortunately, I was on an unwanted vacation with some guys, and we was on the yard. We used to get together and just freestyle, just rap.
You know what they're talking about, EA? I'll explain it to you in the break. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So pretty much, I used to just rap and rap and rap and rap. And people been calling me Jay since the 80s. So I just, Jay Nonstop.
Rapping.
Okay. Jay Nonstop, you know what I'm saying? And it sound good. Everybody like it. Everybody love it, actually.
So the album that you just came out, that was your first one, right?
No, that's my third.
That's your third album. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the motivation behind this album?
Well, pretty much I just pretty much sick of the stuff that's
I knew it.
on the radio today. and I'm a boom bap head. I'm old school, so it's in my blood. It's in my DNA. So let me give them my flavor.
So what is your biggest complaint with rap today? Because I hate rap today too. I was good with rap until like 2012. And then I stopped listening. And then when I re-emerge, and I have younger cousins and everything, and I'm like, oh, hear what you're listening to. You heard this guy? He's from SoundCloud. He's so cool. And they even SNL did a skit on this. They had like Questlove from The Roots, and him. They had him on there, and they're like had the new young guys. And these two white-looking dudes, and they're like, oh, you hear our new rap song? And they're just saying like a bunch of words. Yeah. And so, what's your complaint against today's rap, and why you think you can bring back the old school?
Well, one thing I hate about it is everybody sounds just alike. No originality. I want to come out and do your style better than you. And the era I come from, because I don't have a problem saying my age. I'm 52. So I came around the game in the 80s when you had Eric Ben Rakim, EPMD, Boogie Down Production, NWA later on. You had X-Clan. DOC. You had so many different groups. Even the ones from the West Coast didn't come out sounding like
Cat just got to meet the DOC the other day.
Yeah, these good people. All of the artists from the East Coast, even from down south, they had their own sound. And today you turn on the radio, it sounds like one long mixtape.
And I remember like Snoop Dogg, I think it was Snoop Dogg, one of them, they were talking about it and like making fun of, they call it mumble rap, and they go da 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 da, and it sounds, and I'm like, that was hilarious, because if you turn on any song today, all the rap songs, they're literally that same song. I can't tell them apart. And then all these kids are like, "Oh, you don't know this song?" I'm like, I thought it was this song.
It's called turn up music.
Snoop somewhat contradicted himself, because he got on the Grammys or some show and pretty much went against everything that he said, because he was on that video with G Unit that day with 50 and all that. And he said he don't want to be known as the old man complaining or whatever. I could care less. If it's garbage, it's garbage. As they say, trash in Dallas. If it's garbage, it's garbage.
Blue cheese.
You know what I mean?
Garbage juice.
The thing of it is being that the era that I come from, for one, it would be embarrassing if I made music sound like it does today. For two, it'll go against every principle as an underground boom bap head that was instilled in me as a child. You know what I mean? I've been into boom bap and hip hop since I was 8, 9 years old.
Before Tova, because I know he wants to, and I know you two go way back. Tell me right now, greatest rapper of all time in your opinion?
Rakim.
Ooh, everybody love. You know what's funny? Everybody from your era does say Rakim. Everybody says that.
He made everybody step their game up. If you hear
Fish, which is my favorite dish.
If you hear Big Daddy Kane didn't come out sounding like him. He wanted to be better than him, so he stepped his writing game up. If you listen to EPMD, one of the guys sound like Rakim. If you listen to Wu-Tang Clan, that's who influenced them.
What do you ever feel about LL's rap?
Man, LL is
when he first came out.
LL is like my top 10.
Yeah.
Apparently, I saw his tweet, and I didn't know this. He was at the '93 inauguration.
That was funny. He was rapping for Bill Clinton at the damn inauguration.
And LL Cool J?
In '93.
In front of like 300,000 people right there on the lawn.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Let's go Bill Clinton.
Was it no career quite like I can? I'll take a muscle bound man and put his face in the sand.
The thing that people doesn't give LL credit for, LL created a lane for himself and stayed in that lane. He created a lane for himself and stayed in that lane. Other people, like Drake and a few other people, are taking from that lane that LL created. He was a tough guy, because you can look at him and tell he throw them things with you. Yeah. But he also was the guy. He catered to the women long before anybody was doing it.
No, I thought next up was Ja Rule after LL Cool J.
Where's Ja?
He tried it.
Ja Rule did it.
He did a good job at it now.
Ja Rule did it.
He got some number one.
Ja Rule did a great job.
The funny thing is, and you'll see how you know where I'm coming from. I think the greatest is Eminem, but that's me coming from, because in high school, that whole era from 2000 to 2006.
See, I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you. Since I'm in front of you, you highly upset me last week.
With me?
Yeah, you.
What I do?
Yeah, you shot your mouth off. Here you go.
You highly upset me
about
last
what?
week. For one, when you said that Sade did not look good. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
Nothing against her talent. She's very talented. She's one of the greatest talented artists of all time. I just don't find her attractive.
Wow.
She's not attractive.
Britney Spears is hot to him though.
Back in not now.
Oh, okay, because she look like a raccoon right now.
She wasn't. She still wasn't hot in Charlotte when she was about.
97.
You're 1 out of 70 million.
Yeah.
You know, and the second thing you said, and then we're gonna get back to
Yo, here we go. Here we go.
The second thing.
Here we go.
Air it out.
The
Here we go.
second thing.
Air it out.
The second thing that you said was Seinfeld and Friends is better than Martin.
Hell yes, it is.
Listen.
Tashard, you know what's funny? Tashard Toy said he likes the show because he looked like the dude out there.
Let me give you some.
I look like him.
Let me give you some history. And thank you, Jeezy.
There you go, Cat.
Jeezy put this in my brain. If you look at Friends, it's pretty much a white version of Living Single.
It was.
That's fine.
But if you look at Seinfeld, Seinfeld stole from some of the blueprint of Martin.
That's not true. Hold on, no. Because Martin, Seinfeld came way before Martin.
No, yeah, he did. He did a little bit.
Seinfeld came before.
Yeah, Seinfeld came out in the 80s.
Seinfeld in
Late 80s.
early 90s.
Well, Martin came out.
But it was
like
late 80s.
Martin was like 92 though.
Yeah, Martin came out
but
in
here's
92.
the thing, Seinfeld was also created from Jerry and Larry David's own comic experiences on their own lives. It's a show about nothing. Seinfeld and Martin, I've seen Martin and I've seen Seinfeld. They have nothing to do with each other.
The concept.
They have nothing. No, it doesn't. No, there's nothing to do with each other.
The concept.
Seinfeld has nothing. You know what Seinfeld's concept is? The Seinfeld show is about 4 people who are very terrible people, and they're 4 people that over small little things in their lives. Like for instance, the most famous one I can think of, the soup Nazi. They're obsessed with this this guy who's really
Same thing, Martin.
Martin. No,
You didn't even watch it. How you gonna tell us?
Hold on, I've watched it. Why do you think I know that it's a terrible show?
Nah.
You didn't watch it.
No.
To say it's a
What
terrible-
is the deal with EA hating on Martin?
You know
Yeah, that's
sports.
exactly Seinfeld.
You know sports, but you don't know
No,
comedy.
he don't know that either.
No,
You don't know
no
that either.
comedy.
No,
You don't know that either.
Listen. Friends and Seinfeld are 10 times and will always be better than.
I thought the Fresh Prince is better than Martin too, right?
Fresh Prince. I love Fresh Prince.
And I'm just.
I watched when Trevor he got killed. I just saw that.
Listen, I'm just going to get to it because you're gonna have very few shows to touch everyone like Cosby Show.
I love Cosby Show.
Fresh Prince is one of those shows that
Different
did a
World
good
touched-
job at
touched
it.
people
A Different World touched a lot of people.
Different World was not that.
But here's the thing: a lot of the content on Friends and Seinfeld pretty much caters to the white audience.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were
It
going to say that.
caters to a white audience.
Okay.
So
Especially Friends.
especially Friends.
Right.
I love every woman on the show. I love all
I
of
love.
them.
That's why I love it
I
too.
love all of them. That's why
I
I
love-
love
no, yeah, pretty much. No, here's the thing. So there's no for me. I'm Afghan, so there's no Afghan show for me. I can't turn on and be like Kabul tonight. You know, there's no Kabul tonight for me.
Just watch The Simpsons. They got a good character on there.
But not anymore.
That
Not anymore.
convenience store.
No, he's gone now. No, but I'm just saying. But but my thing is, I like Eminem, right? So Eminem
is that guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear Snoop Dogg likes him.
Why?
Say it again.
Snoop Dogg doesn't appear to like him.
No, Eminem pretty much
He kept.
he took offense to a person stating his opinion, and Snoop has a right to say that. Now, some of the things, what he said was a little like he took a shot at him.
Eminem did. Eminem took a shot at
Eminem, like Snoop took a shot at Eminem. But what he said was, I think he said Great White Hope.
Yeah, he said he's not the greatest rapper. Somebody said Eminem is the greatest rapper. He said, nah, man, he ain't no greatest.
No, he's not the greatest.
He said I don't even have him in the top.
He's a wordsmith, but he's not the
That's
greatest
why
rapper.
I think I love his wordplay. That the way he can go about it, Rap God. I just the song itself's not that great. Just how Eminem goes about it. How first of all how many words he can do with that. I think that's amazing to me. That technique.
You know why some people I guess they look down. To me he played too much in his music. It wasn't serious.
Well, no, here's the thing.
My name is and I'm the real Slim
Right,
Shady.
right. But those are
hits, though.
Yeah,
those are hits, but I'm saying like to people.
But you
like,
do know. But if
he
you look at
didn't
his
Stan was his serious, like one of his most
no,
serious.
he's had
records.
plenty. Clean Out My Closet is one of
I'm
the most
saying
darkest.
that's one of them.
That's I know. If you look at Eminem albums, if you actually look at them,
One about Killing Kim is sick.
Yeah, that was
Kim was his darkest one of all time.
I'm just saying.
Guilty
He'll do this. Eminem will have an album out and have one like party song, like everybody, hey, what's up? We're having fun.
Well, you know
The
what's
rest will
funny?
be
You say
serious.
that every. I don't know if you agree with this. Somebody, I can't remember who said that. I think Ti when he came out with Urban Legend, they were trying to tell T.I. when he did Bring Him Out. He didn't want to do Bring Him Out because he was saying that's too cheesy. That's me. That's one. But everybody told him. I think he said Jay-Z told him, "Hey man, you got to make a song for the radio and the club that everybody like to get them to like the album."
Yeah.
See, if you put this, you keep putting out what you putting out, but you got to make that one song on the album that people know and say, "Man, I like that song. Let me go check out the album." It's got to be cheesy.
That was LL's fault.
Yeah, it's got to be cheesy. You got to do one cheesy song, just one on the album.
Everybody going. Do you have a cheesy song?
Yeah, and then T.I. did. But see, and then T.I.
Not yet. You're working on it.
T.I. said, "Okay, I'll do Bring Him Out, but at the end of it, I'm gonna make sure you don't forget.
Good job.
I'm gonna put You Don't Know Me at the end of it. I'm gonna mix it in.
No.
Yeah, You Don't Know Me. When he did the video at the end of it, You Don't Know Me played. So that's what he.
And basically, so I mean, he
That was
mixed
his-
two of his songs. Also, Missy.
Oh my God.
does that a lot too. Where they'll give you one song, and then they'll mix in a little song at the end as well.
Hey, you know what? Who's the best female rapper that you ever heard? That's cold. That's so hard right there.
It is.
That is so hard.
Not really.
Anyone today?
No.
Roxanne, you got Roxanne.
Oh, you know what?
Shante?
MC Light.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I was just about to say MC Light.
Yeah,
MC
Roxanne
Light.
Shante.
I never heard of him.
I love Roxanne Shante because
Are you serious?
I
Right?
swear,
I was gonna say.
I didn't know the movement that Roxanne Shante created
Right.
until who would have known she was responsible for Nas having this,
I gotta ask you
for
this
him stepping this game up with
because you're an old school rapper and you're well, not really old
not
school.
old school.
It's not
You're
really
current.
old
You're
school.
hip hop.
current school.
It's
You're
hip hop
current.
rap.
Cut his mic, man, because
No. Anyway, I do have a question for you because I've noticed this in the media and over time. Have you noticed that with female rappers there could only be like one at a time? Like it seems like the other one has to
true
go
either.
away.
It's not
Because
true
okay, so the most recent one, okay, Nicki and Cardi B, right? So Nicki Minaj was the before
This is
number 10.
This is a new era,
Right.
Because if you look at back then, it was MC Light, Queen Latifah,
Yo-Yo.
Conscious Daughters. It was so many of them that was in the limelight.
You had Lil, then you went to what? Lil Kim, Missy.
Lil' Kim rejuvenated the whole thing.
Yeah, Foxy
did.
Brown.
Can I interject? This one is for you, EA, because you don't know good music.
Well, this is Justin Timberlake Summer Love, so it's awesome. Anyway.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
JT that guy though.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
from the Mid South.
But yeah, okay, and we all agree MC Light, Salt and Pepper was cold too though. Yeah, both of them together was
So
cold.
let me ask you more on you now. Okay, so you what made you decide? Okay, now you know that you hate the rap today. It's all trash. It's like what inspired you? Like, you know what? What made you like? You know what? Let me get into the booth. Let me try it. Actually,
Well, I went to an event. Some of my boys was in it, and they pretty much got talked to real crazy, and that inspired my album before this one. I ran into the guy that judged them and talked to him real crazy. He works at the Guitar Center in Arlington, and I asked him what was his
Deal.
like what was that about, man? Because they were really the dopest artists there. The guy that won it, I told him he was going to win. He pretty much was a T.I. knockoff, the Mexican version of T.I. He was dope, and he won it. But I'm like, why did you dog my boys like that? You know what he said? It said to me, he said their sound was outdated and antiquated. Ooh. I said, are you serious? Do you know what real hip hop is? Because he produced and engineered hits for Gap Band and Kool and the Gang and a few other people. And I said, to me, it would be disrespectful if anyone said that the music that you engineered was garbage, because all of that music was good music. Was good music. They captivated the audience. I mean, they did everything that you're supposed to do in a live performance or a contest. And he pretty much said that he was hating on the old sound and he'd do something new. So I started writing. Like, man, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, by the way, Jay Nonstop joins us right here at bFb, DallasOnAir.com. I'm about to make you some money real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish you'd do that for me.
So, let's see. Besides your talent behind the microphone,
This is good.
you keep me looking sharp, and Jeezy as well.
The
And
ladies love this guy, so this is very, very important.
and I do appreciate that. For about 2012, you've been my stylist, my barber, so to speak. I've never cheated on you. You know what I'm saying? So get over there pretty much to go see my guy. But can you plug your other avenue of making money?
Well,
Shout out to Jeezy. Jeezy Cuts, baby.
well, I work at Blaze Barbershop in Arlington, 5720 Southwest Green Oaks Boulevard, 76017, 817-791-3074. Jarvis, J Nonstop, whatever. I got some of the best skills in the DFW. I'm not gonna say,
Yeah.
gonna say
I'm retired.
I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm close.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
In your prime, in your prime, who's better?
Him. Jeezy, me and Jeezy used to cut together over at the barber college where I worked at. But yeah, Jeezy was mine. Jeezy used to fade me up before he leave.
Listen, I got to shout out Jeezy because he came out to support me for one. For two, Youngster has made everybody in the shop
step their game up. Yes.
He's the most improved barber and the fastest improved barber I have ever saw.
He is the most dedicated barber I've ever seen.
He's there.
He goes home and he draws all the time and
his
comes up with all
his draw game.
He just comes up with stuff. He's like, man, it might not even be design he gonna put in somebody's head. It's just something he just sits there and does. That's just creativity. You just see just poured out on the paper.
Yeah, and then, it's like even with the
had I known he was coming, I would have wore his. He got me a sweatshirt. He got Jeezy cut.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Lakers. Yeah, I got you. It's a Lakers sweatshirt with the Lakers colors, but it's got Jeezy cuts.
But see, even for me, when I think about the like the younger artists, because I got a couple. My brother Deuce Frey, Black Depths, which we got a real dope song we just did together, and there's a few other younger artists that kind of look up to me. Mm-hmm. But they don't know that they inspire me. They inspire me to, for one, I have to remember I'm in the public's eye, people are watching me. For two, if I'm going to talk down on the music of the day, I got to make dope music myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For three, I have to remember that there may be a time where I may have to pass it on, just let it go. So what's my legacy going to be? You know what I mean? So I try to produce the best music that I can. He makes me remember that, okay, you always can learn something in the barber game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love that because it helps me to become more dedicated to the craft. Because I'm a student of the craft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You always got a DJ. Man, these youngsters that's coming up today at the barber game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
That's why you retired.
Nah, I just retired because
it scared you.
No, sometimes when it starts to become, when you're not having fun at work anymore.
There you go.
It's time to let it go because
you're
gonna start messing. You're gonna start messing up.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say you're gonna get somebody hurt, but you will start messing up when you don't take it serious. You'll start lollygagging. You'll be like, I'm just doing this. I'm gonna hurry up and get through this cut to get through that. Yeah. Your passion isn't there no more. So when it was starting to get to that point to me, and I was like, I don't want to do. I don't need to do this no more.
It's funny you said that because a lot of my Saturdays, Vosh has been my last, or my second to last cut. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You and Rev. For years.
Right.
And man, I be like frustrated as a mug.
Because
they're my brothers. I lived in Detroit and Rev is from Detroit. And I've been cutting him since like 2013. I've been cutting him since 2012. And it's like I look forward to the end of the day. Even though I want to stop cutting hair all throughout the day, so it's certain perks that I get from cutting because I cut hair over the VA hospital in Dallas over here, and it could be like stressful on the brain because it's a lot of people that come in with a sense of entitlement.
And man, people in Arlington are rude as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Very.
Man, the people in Arlington are rude as fuck. They want the red carpet every time they come in there. Some of them don't want to tip.
I give them the green carpet.
Yeah. They just, it just got to a point where your frustration is boiling up. It's like, why am I doing this? People, the barbershop ain't the same anymore like it used to be. You used to have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Because a barber is a more than just somebody who cut your hair and make you look good. He's a therapist, a homeboy, a divorce, a counselor, all that at the same time. So you got to take that in mind. And
we're also social media.
Yeah, people are and barber, and you can agree that they're not respective of your time too. They think that you are supposed to, because you're there, you're supposed to cut their hair whenever they want.
Yep, we're the most underappreciated professionals on earth.
Which is also why, sorry to cut you off, but
No, you good.
Which is also why, in the black community, I'll say in the black community, you have the salons. So on the other side of the spectrum, you know, when it comes to scheduling, 'cause,
Right.
you got to call ahead when it comes to scheduling and blocks. These ladies, these stylists, are actually charging women
For the cancel, they can't charge you for canceling.
for cancellations.
And being late.
I can't show up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's $50 right off the top.
Right off the jump.
So
just
you gotta
making
start
this money.
presenting, credit card information just to get in and like get an appointment.
They do have a thing for barbers now where you can schedule. It's like Jeezy even started for a minute where you go online. Jeezy was showing it to me a couple weeks, not too long ago. Jeezy already know what his day is.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come in there and say, "Oh man, I don't have to cut another hair till 2:00." So Jeezy will come by our shop, kill, and get his hair cut or whatever.
About then.
But that is a smart idea. But there are still people, I know Jeezy will tell you, there are people who will book that appointment at 2:00 and show up at 2:30 and then thinking Jeezy's supposed to stop or he got
Stop
somebody
cutting,
waiting. He's supposed to push all these other people back to do that. And you're like, nah,
so
bro.
is that a major problem? Okay, so when I go get my haircuts, I go to normal like super cut, pro cut.
That's not normal.
I'm saying
That's
if
mainstream.
Okay, whatever. I go. That's where I go. Anyway, so where I go there, then sometimes I'll put my name down, and then they'll take too long, and I'll just walk out. And
They're not worried about it because not even just that. They're happy for anybody even coming here and get a haircut.
That's true.
Because it's not packed in there like it would at a barbershop, where we at.
That's true.
So
yeah, I went in because the first time I actually went to a barbershop was in Toronto, right? When I went to there, and they were going to give me line me up my beard, and I'd never done that before, so I was like, oh, cool. And then they were packed. The only reason why we got in is because the guy who took me, he knows the barber guy. They knew each other, so they got me in. Trust me, I know it's pretty packed.
In the barber game, I'm not gonna say it's kind of not watered down now. Like there are a lot of barbers that they don't complete barber school anymore. They go, they learn how to cut, and they out. And a lot of these barber shops are putting them in the shop and just charging them more for booth room.
And they have no barbershop etiquette.
And they got no barbershop etiquette, nothing like that.
All.
Nothing like that at all.
I worked at a shop, and of course I won't call the name. And
Do it. I dare you.
it was
No.
I'll do
I'm
it,
kidding.
but
Don't do that.
I'm not
No.
gonna do it. But the thing of it is it was kind of like a young and old, and I pretty much was the elder statesman in the room. And you have people that come from different backgrounds, and a lot of people are street oriented. So you have to remember that this is a place of business. We're professionals, and sometimes they didn't know how to separate the two. So I had to get out of there.
They don't,
because it was a thing to where, I'm a calm spirited person.
Like
Some-
that.
But if it go that way,
Sometimes,
No, you're not. You're a bull in the China shop, sir.
but you know me. It takes things to
to
get
get
me
you there.
And,
Yeah.
when you start interfering with my money, when people don't want to come to the shop,
Yeah, and
because
people
of the
see
things
that.
going
People
on.
see that.
Yeah, and that's now I have a problem.
The number one
So-
thing I want to tell young people, any young barber that's gonna see this, watching, whatever, stop smoking weed
Yep.
and coming
And
back in
coming
the
to work.
barbershop and cutting hair,
Yep.
and not at least spraying some type of cologne or whatever.
That doesn't work either, sir.
It doesn't, but
Yep.
that's not. Customers don't want to smell that.
They don't.
And it's definitely not good when you got a little kid that's about to hop in your fucking barber chair while you smell like
And
it.
here's the thing: I talked to a youngster about 2 months ago, and he actually listened to me. I said, "Bro," man, you smell like you slept in the greens, bro." I said, "Did?" I said, "What if them people pull you over?" I said, "Think like that, man. And would you put your child in the car with you?
Yeah.
Smelling like this. You come in if because we have lawyers, doctors,
All type of stuff come in there.
all type
Yeah.
of people come into the shop. They're gonna think it's us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, just think of protecting yourself first, man. Don't come out. And he hasn't come in the shop smelling like that since.
But, another thing they're money hungry.
Yeah.
That's another thing. They're real money hungry, and I try to tell them when at the college I was working at, like, man, you gotta lay the groundwork. You gotta you treat it like it is a hustle. I always tell them it's the biggest dope game in the world. You know, your last client speaks. The last person you cut speaks for the next person you're gonna cut. If you messed up this person's head, or you didn't even take time on that person, what makes you think this next person who's sitting there want to hop in your chair? When you do that, when you mess that person up and then you see them walk out, you be like next, and you see the next person like, I don't know. Then you want to get mad. Yeah. Don't get mad, bro. Step your game up.
And I'm honest. I'm not the fastest barber out there, and I don't try to be. Because for one, I want you to come back. You know, I take pride in what I do. I've been cutting hair off and on since 1989. Right. You know, so somewhere in my life I've had clippers in my hand. So I want you to come back. So if this person is that impatient and want to go to another barber, this is what I do. You go to another barber, he don't give you the service that I give you. When you come back to me, I'm gonna charge you a $10 reconstruction fee. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna charge you a $10 reconstruction fee because here's the thing. You always talk about how good my services are. Right. Be patient with the process. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing too. Okay, another thing. Patient with the process. Clients are not loyal anymore. They're not. They're not loyal. They see one of their homeboys got it cut. Oh, I gotta go to him. Then they get messed up. You know, there's so many haircuts I done fixed in my life because my buddy was getting a haircut. I went to this other dude to try it. I mean, he fucked my head up.
Oh no, I'm with you because so here's my thing. This goes back to my sophomore year in high school, where this fear of mine. Now I'm paranoid going to anybody to Garrett. So I went there and I told him, hey, I just wanted a little short on top, right? This lady, I don't know what she heard, but she just started shaving off everything, and I was just bold. And I was like, you know, I'm a high school student. I'm not already the most popular kid.
So supercuts, knockouts, none of them. Only one I give you is Floyd's. All right,
Floyd's is on point.
Floyd's is on point.
No, I know.
But those other ones that you go like knockouts and they don't know anything about fading. They only know how to cut.
I wasn't getting the fade.
I know, but listen. Yeah, they only know how to cut one way, and that's to cut low, and that's it. They don't know anything. If you say. If you go in there and say, give me a ball fade, they're going to look like, well, I don't know how to cut.
I've never had the problem. And then afterwards, I mean, it's been fine. But with this lady, she just didn't understand what I was saying. And so I didn't say anything close to remotely said, shave everything off my head. She literally.
You know what they are? They're layer cutters. I guess. That's what they do.
But she didn't understand what I said. I don't have a very complicated haircut.
You know what you do? When you go to places like that, you have to tell them something like, I want a 1,
two, or a 3. I do now. I know for sure. I have like it memorized to teeth what I want and make sure I say it because. And then if she asks me, and it sucks because if I do another question, I'm like, oh crap, I'm just gonna mess it up.
Bernie, what's up, Bernie?
You got a question?
So here we go with the meat of it. I know you guys out there seen the movie Coming to America, and how barbershops really work. Jay Nonstop joins us right here on Dallas on Air. The best thing about going to a barbershop, a real barbershop, a genuine barbershop, is not only just going in there getting your hair cut. It's not, seeing the faces in there. It's about the conversations that occur in a barbershop. Share with us, y'all, because we have 3 barbers in here, by the way. Share with us some of the conversations that goes on in the barbershop. Because in the movie Coming to America, we have Eddie Murphy, but he's playing the old barber, and they're talking about boxing. But he whooped Joe Lewis's ass, and he's like, fuck you. Who's next? So share with us.
And before you go real quick, what's funny is, and this is a guy right here, you know how many grown men come to the barbershop just to get away from their wife or their kids?
It's
because
man country club,
right? And it really is. You know how many men tell me, get in the chair, say, man, this is the only time that I get to myself. And they will stay in the barbershop an hour or 2 hours, even if their haircut.
I always say it's the home of the 4-hour haircut.
Yeah, it's just to get away because they don't want to be at home. The barbershop is one place they know that their wife or kids ain't gonna bother them. Nothing like that. So that the barbershop is what you say it is. It is an escape for something else.
Well, see, I guess I'm here because sports is huge because we talk about so much.
Right.
It seems like everybody, it's always 1 or 2 barbers in there that love to talk bad about the Dallas Cowboys.
Right?
And I'll be ready to box. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't beat anybody over the Cowboys.
I'll be ready to box. But yeah. I'm
Yeah,
the only one that's Cowboys fan. I'm the only one that's Cowboys fan. So that's the topic of conversation for a lot of the barbers and a lot of the guests that come in.
Right.
You know, and I be in there fighting, you know, by myself against the Cowboys.
I'm the same way with
Cowboys
LeBron.
haters.
I'm the same one with LeBron over in my,
Yeah,
at
you
my
know,
shop. I was.
But I mean, man, we talk about everything. We talk about women. Every woman come in the shop. We got something to say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And we all grown. We all grown folk. The first thing we do, we look back.
Yep. Damn.
And the feet.
Yep.
That's the first thing.
Hey. Why do you look at the feet? Tell some people in here don't understand why you look at the feet.
I really feel like if a woman takes care of her feet, everything else.
Take care of everything else. Come on.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Keep your feet photo ready,
If
ladies.
your feet look like bat claws, don't bring them out.
The problem is,
What did Murphy say?
you
She
look
like she got hammer time in the
Yeah,
shoe.
like you hang from a tree.
Yeah.
the problem is that I don't like feet in general. Like even the
yeah?
pretty, I just it, I
Where's this
it
cat,
grows.
bro?
I don't know.
Where's
I
it,
don't.
bro?
You got foot fetish
Waco.
or something?
No, it's
I
not
don't
about
have
foot
foot
fetish.
No,
It's not
that's
about
what I'm
foot
saying. But
fetish.
in general,
If a girl
foots,
got ugly feet, I
can't-
won't even talk to her.
Like, I want her wearing heels. I'm good.
This
She got to take the shoes off at some point.
Nope, we'll keep them
Exactly.
on. Keep them
No,
on.
no.
No.
But here's the thing. You got like athletes, you know, volleyball players, softball players, basketball players. You know, they move around in their shoes like we do. So some of them may not have the prettiest feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they knuckles is popping like ours do. You know what I'm saying? You know, but here's the thing. This is what's so crazy. If you look at the MMA fighters, man, some of them had the prettiest toes on earth. And they be kicking folk upside the head. I don't be understanding it. But the feet game for me started back.
It has to stay a certain way.
Started with boomerang for me. I see Eddie Murphy doing it. I was like, it's a science to it.
You know what? That was later on. It was a girl that I had a crush on. I'm not gonna call her name. And you know, I love light skinned, you know, beige, you know, and white girls. I've been like this since I was a little kid. This girl was a dark skinned girl. She was beautiful. And then one day I saw her in some sandals.
Oh no.
Her big toe was this big, and all the rest of them was like this long. Like, what is this?
What's going
it's like
on?
her toes are like this, man. That ain't right. That ain't right. So ever since then, and then Eddie Murphy confirmed it for me and Boomerang.
Good
like
move.
it gotta look like, and what's name do have some pretty feet, even though she's straight garbage. Robin Givens do have some pretty toes.
Okay.
You know, I don't think what's name Hammer Time. I don't think her toes like that neither.
Oh,
I think-
Lila Rashawn?
I think
Oh,
that was
Lila
make-
Rashawn,
I
no, they
think that
said
was
it.
makeup.
They said it was messy.
It was a foot double. It was probably a foot double, yeah.
So we got Jay Nonstop here, and we got one more segment we want to do real quick before we get out of here. It's Tobosh's favorite segment. It's called the Birthday Smash.
Okay.
Can you do that real quick?
Yes, yes.
So
He's
let's take a
before.
break.
He's seen it before.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's take a break real quick. We're gonna show this freestyle of you when you do my favorite.
Stop it, man.
Just stop it, man. That's my favorite song you got.
Hey, the video shoot is coming up soon, so I want all y'all.
Yeah, I'll be there. I have my man.